These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Good Monday to you. I'm Megan Thompson with those top stories from ABC15 Arizona. And it is a weather action day as the extreme heat is back. If you or someone you know needs help staying safe, you can dial 211. We also have a full list of those cooling centers around the valley on our website, ABC15.com. Right now, we are working to get an update from DPS after 2 people died in a wrong-way crash. This happened early Sunday morning around 2:15 on the 202 South Mountain near Elliott. According to investigators, the wrong-way driver got on the freeway at Baseline and started heading southbound in the northbound lanes. DPS says they were notified of that wrong-way driver seconds before they hit another car head-on. Both drivers died at the scene. Commuters telling us they have seen a lot of bad driving in that part of town.
That was the first thing. Oh, the 202 and Elliott, I wasn't surprised, to be honest.
I think especially being like my age, I'm young and I just started driving, so it's kind of like hard with the flow of traffic. I think like people just need to learn how to slow down. Like it's okay, don't be in a rush.
DPS has not released the names of those involved, but do tell us impairment may have played a factor in this. Often referred to as a cornerstone of the American dream, homeownership has become unattainable for many in our community. But ABC15's Jordan Bonke is hearing from one woman who never gave up on her pursuit to have a place all her own, even if it took years to get that key.
See how long it is? I love that.
Sherry Yates has been at her Coolidge home for nearly a year now, and there's still not 1 inch of it she would change.
I love the whole thing. I can't pick.
And that's largely because she was a renter until she was 77 years old. Now she's a year older, and she's a homeowner, and the only lease she has is a new lease on life.
No, sometimes I feel 35.
Sherry moved to Arizona in 2007 and rented in Glendale with multiple generations under one roof. When that landlord sold that house, she found herself in a new rental house in Avondale paying a couple $100s more. And after some years there, that house foreclosed and she ended up renting an apartment in Central Phoenix and realized her constant was change.
It's hard to stay in an apartment. Plus, when you got kids and they got kids, it's very hard.
To add to that challenge, Sherry admits she didn't know where to start on the journey to homeownership until she met new Oakwood home counselor Becca Stiasny.
It's a big, scary thing to buy your home, let alone build your home. And so we counsel throughout the whole time.
That pesky credit score was keeping Sherry from getting the loan she needed. So her team helped her get that in line, figure out how much she needed to save to make a $12,000 down payment on a $300,000 house in Coolidge. Do you have guests?
Yeah, all the time.
So now at 78 years old, she's a proud first-time home buyer of a 1,700 square foot home with 4 bedrooms, a 2-car garage, and enough space to take care of her mother, her husband, 2 kids, and then some. She considers her mortgage a privilege.
I would pay my mortgage before I pay anything.
This is the American dream, to own your home. I'm going to tear up listening to you.
Jordan Bonke, ABC15, Arizona.
Congratulations to her, Jordan. Thank you. Well, you came, you saw, and you drank big time, and it was all for a good cause. ABC15's Nick Soletti following up on a local restaurant's mission to get Arizona teachers the supplies and funding they need. You may remember Pints for Teachers was the idea of a Valley business owner. For each Four Peaks draft beer sold during the month of July, $1 was donated to the Four Peaks for Teachers charity. This was the 3rd time, and this time around, you helped set a new record, selling 1,012 pints. If you'd like more information on Four Peaks for Teachers and how you could take action for more educators, head to the main page of ABC15.com.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. We are in ABC 15 weather action mode as we kick off a new round of an excessive heat warning for the valley. That alert in place from 10 a.m. today to 8 p.m. Tuesday. We also are under that heat alert tomorrow for areas along the lower Colorado River Valley as temperatures once again soar to 110 plus. Today will be sizzling hot. Tomorrow looks even hotter before those temperatures come down again. 111 for a high today in Phoenix, 111 out at Lake Havasu with mid 90s today in Sedona, 80s in Flagstaff, and we're looking for highs in the upper 80s today in Show Low. A chance for some storms over that higher terrain and in southern Arizona, but for now, the valley looks drier today. Then that ridge of high pressure shifts further to the west, and tomorrow looks even hotter. Eventually, though, that ridge will shift back to the east. We'll start to pull in more monsoon moisture, and we've got a storm system to our northwest that will help bring more of that moisture in as well. So that's going to bump up those storm chances quite a bit, especially by midweek, and that's what will bring those temperatures back down closer to normal Wednesday through Friday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.